Hi there, some of you may have seen my review and install of the point of view NVIDIA 8400GS. Here is another variant of that very same card. This is the one by Palit. This is a 256 megabyte model rather than 512, and it's not passively cooled. It does have a fan on it as well. I'm looking at this today because this has been bought for another machine, but also because I've had a few questions and queries about other variants of the 8400GS and specifically about the Palit. So this has just turned up. I've not really had a chance to have a look at it yet, so I thought we could unbox it, have a look at it and see what it comes with. First thing to look at on the back is that there's actually not a lot of information. It's in about 16 different languages. This just tells us it's the NVIDIA Geforce chipset, advanced display pipeline with full NVIDIA capabilities, complete DirectX support including DirectX 10 and lower, full OpenGL 3 and lower support, and drivers included for Windows 2000, XP, XP64-bit and Vista. And I'm actually going to be using this on Windows 7, but generally the rule is if it works with Vista, it'll work with Windows 7. And indeed, my point of view version of this chip, no problems at all working with Windows 7. In fact, it works very well with it. So let's get the box open and see what we get. Okay, first thing I notice, and this will be useful for you if you're using this for a home theater PC maybe, or if you've got a low profile case, the low profile bracket. Okay, one quick installation guide and one driver disc. Good to see this actually in the pack and not on that, because I hate it when they include manuals for components on discs, and actually you need to have installed the component to be able to view the disc. So this is wrapped in kind of a bubble wrap anti-static back, so there we go. See that here? And is the card in all its glory. Usual connectors on this type of card: VGA, HDMI, and of course DVI. And as we say, I think it looks like a 40mm fan, powered directly off the card. 8400GS doesn't need any further power. It's a low power card, and in many respects it's old architecture, but I still think these are good cheap cards, great for home theatre PCs, and great if you don't want to play the latest games at the highest resolutions. You know, just kind of a general purpose card. These are pretty good actually, and you don't pay a lot of money for them, which is even better. So what I'm going to be doing is installing this in the computer. If you want to see how to install a card, maybe you want to have a look at my my earlier video, and I'll probably do some testing with it. We'll have a look at the Windows Experience Index on the computer I'll be installing this on, before and after, and we'll just get some comparisons. I know we could do some more benchmarking, but I don't really have the time to do that. And as I say, I'm not using it for gaming, so I'm not going to use anything particularly major. But we should see an increase in performance by using this over what I've got in already. In this particular computer, there's an X1050 ATI Radeon that we're going to be replacing. To be honest with you, it's a pretty awful card. It's the X1050. It was released a few years ago, but it was using technology from back in about 2004, 2005, I think so. Not a brilliant card. This should be better than that. Okay, so if we just take a look at the Windows Performance Index on the existing card, so this is the Radeon X1050, we can see that the overall score is 2.0, determined by the lowest subscore, which comes from the graphics component, or more specifically, the desktop performance for Windows Aero. Okay, the processor and memory, the video card is not going to make much difference to those at all. Same with the primary hard disk, we don't expect to see the video card have much effect on that.
The only other one it would affect is the gaming graphics, the 3D business and gaming graphics performance, and that is currently at 3.1. So let's put the video card in and let's see how much difference that makes. Okay, so with the video card in, as expected, we see no change in the processor, memory and primary hard disk, but we do see a change in the overall score and the graphics and gaming graphics scores. So first of all, the overall score has gone up from 2.0 to 3.5. Okay, that is now the lowest subscore, and that is the desktop performance for Windows Aero. And also, the gaming graphics has gone up to 5.2 from 3.1, so that's a 2.1 jump. So actually, the 8400GS makes a massive difference, and this is very similar to the scores, or the increase in scores that I saw with the point of view version of this card. So my overall conclusion is this is a great card if you want better than onboard graphics, or your graphics card is a little bit long in the tooth. The 8400GS is an inexpensive solution, and if you're not after the kind of best performance in the latest games, then you know, this is still a good choice card. And if you're going to consider something like a home theatre PC with its HDMI support, and also the fact that you can get these as low profile cards, then it's an absolute bargain. So still a good card. So thank you very much for watching.